is a very special day. The breeze took the clouds all away. It swept the sky like a broom and got ready for a very special day. This is a very special time. Show me a hill I can climb. Give me a mountain to move, and I'll prove that it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. Up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, wake up. It's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet that life is all for living and love is all for giving. So this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
A very special day it is. It is a terrific, wonderful Wednesday, and that means my co-host this morning is Bradley Gilbert from Walmart. Good morning, Bradley.
Good morning, Becky.
Happy Wednesday, right?
Happy Wednesday, absolutely.
All right, and it is Education Wednesday, so we do have Keith Nance, Superintendent at West Washington. Good morning, Keith.
Good morning, and thank you for making up my scheduled slot because I got to enjoy my fall break.
Yeah.
Because that was when my date was scheduled to be in for West Washington. And so I'm here towards the end of the month this
yeah, you're throwing people off. You know, they're like, what? What's going on here? So what did you do for fall break?
Well, it was mostly stay at home. Went to the office a couple of days, but it was clean out the garage, clean up the garden, get your cages and your pull out all the plants. Did some yard work, winterized the pool. All those things that you kind of put off, or you at least need a big window of time to do. And the fall's been so busy that those things just weren't going to happen. So one of the days that I was off, I didn't know what days I would take off. I wanted to work around the weather. So on the rainy days, I went to work, and on the nice days, I stayed home and did some things at home and enjoyed some time with my wife.
Yay!
Awesome.
Well played, well played.
And that's a good fall break.
Like I love getting away. I understand that and going and doing. But boy, when you get home and you can just get some things done, then it's accomplished. Right?
Yeah, and it's pretty satisfying to sit back after the fact, and even if it's like you take the time to clean the family room. And then you sit down in the family room and do what you might normally do, like pick up a football game on a Sunday or something. But the idea of sitting down in the room that you've just cleaned and, done the things that you haven't done for a couple, it's been tidy.
I know.
Up, but not cleaning. So,
yes, that deep cleaning.
It feels nice to sit down in your space after you've
all that money you find out from the couch, It's
it's 2025, so there's not much money laying around anymore, unfortunately. Yeah. For me to pull out a piece of paper in my wallet, it's hard to do because, too, when you got children, if you got paper in your wallet, it just flies out of there anyway.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
that is true.
Sure, for sure. Well, good for you, and yes, and this is after the fact, so you guys all survived and had a great fall break. Well, the weather was really nice, actually.
Yeah, the weather was pretty nice. I think the front end of the week, that was when there was a couple days of rain, kind of holding up. But we needed that rain.
We needed it,
yeah. Especially, where we live, combine fires and it's just been timely that it's been somewhat helpful to get some rain down on the ground and help them out. But not so much that they can't stay out there. They have been whipping the world. You can't. I was on my way in, and there were guys out with their big overhead lights already, bringing in some beans on Mount Tabor Road, and so they're working hard.
Right, for sure.
Thank our farmers for sure.
Oh, absolutely, and it's amazing how like the drive in from work, the fields look different than the drive home. This time of year, it's like it's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah.
Right. Well, I want to remind everybody we got a lot going on this weekend. Of course, we'll have football action, but also reminding everybody that they're going to have the food trucks on the bricks this coming Friday. So stop by and get some food.
And I think some of the businesses on the square are staying open a little bit later for that too. So that's great. Yeah, get out and enjoy that.
Then Saturday, Keith, tell everybody over at West Washington area to come on over to the Stevens Museum from 5 to 7. We'll be doing the Boo Bash.
Oh,
and so it's fun.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting, and it's a fun time to get to see the Stevens Museum, kind of highlight it, and it's always, kind of the anyway.
Well, coming up, they'll be doing the stuff at the cemetery, right? The reenactments.
They've already done that.
Oh,
I know. Did a little early. Yeah. I think everybody was trying to, because it seems like October. My goodness, I thought September. Now October's just been crazy. So much going on. Like they had the parade a little earlier, which worked out wonderful.
It did.
And then the cemetery walk they did a little early, which worked out well. So I know. I think it's like everybody's trying to spread out a little bit of October all around.
Right.
Yeah. So that's okay, but.
The first time that I went to the cemetery walk, I had no idea what to expect. And when someone jumped out and started telling their story,
I know.
It kind of caught me off guard quite a bit. But it's good. It's an interesting thing. It's entertainment, but it's also history. And so I really enjoy that. And I was a part of Awareness Washington County. And that was one of my favorite meetings is when we dug into the history of the county. Definitely a rich history and a lot of diverse and different things happen through periods of time, and
scandalous.
See how it paralleled with like the United States history. That was fun stuff. So if you've never participated in either of those things, awareness or the cemetery walk, I would encourage you to do so. Those are a lot of fun.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely.
For sure. All right. And of course on Halloween, which will be the next Friday, not this Friday, but the next Friday, the 31st, trick-or-treat hours will be from 6 to 8 p.m. And our own Meadowview is doing a big trunk-or-treat on that date. And, of course, they'll have several trunks open.
That's awesome.
So it's like one-stop shopping.
Yeah.
Do you realize?
Oh,
I mean, I'm telling you, as a child, you can make one stop and you can hit several, several.
And we walked miles.
Oh.
With a pillowcase over our shoulders.
Yeah.
And an uncomfortable plastic scratchy mask.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember those masks.
Times of your life,
yes,
though, right?
I know.
Absolutely.
And they would itch, and you would sweat, and it'd be just like, I remember those for sure. All right, let's jump in and thank our sponsors, Brad.
All right, we've got Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Fox Purley Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, McAllister Land Consulting, Springer & Springer Insurance, Louisville Bats, Schneck Hospital, and Temple & Temple.
Okay, thank you to our great sponsors. Let's check in at Walmart real quick and all the things going on over there. And you guys got the pumpkin contest still going on?
The pumpkin contest, and that's going to be going on through next Wednesday, a week from today. So we've got that going on. So come up, different groups in the store decorated their pumpkin, and 100% of the proceeds go to Riley Hospital, so we're excited about that. So that's a cool thing that we do then. And then we've got some in-store sales coming up, some pre-event sales. Their next one is on Veterans Day, the 11th of November. So, and then we're going to have some online sales the week before, starting on Tuesday the 4th. So that's pretty cool too. So
I'm marking these in my head. I've got these dates.
So the thing the week before is going to be an electronics event online and in store. There's going to be manager specials in store. So come take advantage of
Love
that. I got to see some of the stuff yesterday. I was at a meeting and they were showing some of the stuff finally, kind of giving us a sneak peek. And there's some cool stuff in both of those sales. So please come take advantage of that. And,
Next time you have a meeting like that, I'm going to be like the server, the food server. And I'm just
Okay.
I'm gonna like pass out
ear
sandwiches
hustle,
real
yeah.
slow.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And like fill everybody's drink real slow so I can hear
Yeah, that'd be great.
and see.
Yeah, absolutely, come on. Yeah. They'd be like, why does she also have a microphone? Well, you know, gotta check that out. But we got that. But we've got Christmas stuff coming. We're still rocking and rolling with Halloween candy.
I know.
So we've
Full
got everything
throttle.
covered.
You
So,
do. No, I
yeah.
mean, and it's fun to go all the different seasons right there, you
Yeah.
know, because you do have Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
It's got
and
beautiful fall
the
decorations.
food
which I love.
trains are starting to show
Yeah.
up in Action Alley, and we're again once again we're proud of that. Our holiday meals are going to be our top 200 items are going to be either the same or a little bit lower than last year's prices.
and
So we're excited about that.
I'm going to ask you about that because I just had a survey yesterday that talked about turkey might be up this year. But they said it was more like the fresh turkeys or like a specialty turkey.
Yes.
The normal turkeys. But I said, Brad, I'm going to hold to what Brad said, that we're going to stay the same, right?
Well, yes, we are.
We're holding
That is-
strong.
That is our commitment to our customers. So that's very good. Yeah, it is some of the specialty stuff.
Well, and I don't know who gets the specialty stuff. You know what I mean? Good old frozen turkey.
Yeah, it's fine. If it's Saturday, by the time you get it frozen, unthawed, and it's not frozen anymore, and you can cook it, it still works.
I have
right?
been that person, let
Right,
me tell
yes.
you.
I have
Bowling ball with legs.
Yes.
We actually
Falls out of your freezer, goes all the way across the floor.
Yes,
when
yes.
Walmart first opened,
Yes.
we did the bowling, the turkey bowling.
We did. That
Yeah,
was
remember
awesome.
that?
Yes.
Man, I tell you right now, you can really beat the turkey up.
Tenderize it.
I know.
Yes, yeah.
I know.
So, but you know, we still have, and so we went through this thing that there was some changes over in the bakery deli area, and some of the food things that for a brief time, the mashed potatoes that are so popular were just gone, but it was because of changing of stuff. Those will be back.
I think they
Those
are
will
back
be,
because I actually
back.
got.
Yeah, well, I was going to say they'll be back by Friday, but I've
I think
seen some
yes,
coming
they've
already
been
in.
dabbling. They're coming
So,
in.
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody was like, "Oh my
No,
gosh,
I-
you get rid of those." No, it was just changing the mods and rearranging
Talk
stuff
about-
because over there we've added over 35 new items, so that's exciting stuff for
Panic
them.
at the Disco.
We can take care of it. If you don't want to do the cooking, we can let us do the heavy lifting, and you know.
I have really been slamming, and I really do like the deli. And I'm just trying to tell everybody, you can get a really good meal for like $5, and that's your meat, your vegetables, and and a smile.
Well, the $10 turkey pot pies that are already made, all you got to do is put them in the oven and warm them up.
Are they?
15 minutes later, you can't. It's like,
How could anybody be mad
I
about a
couldn't do
pot
that. I
pie,
could
right?
not do
Pot
that.
pie is just like
Yeah,
a hug,
so,
right?
yeah,
Don't you feel?
Yeah. But anyway, so we've got everything rock and roll, but be looking for the sales. Walmart Plus. We're expanding our in-home coverage and stuff like that. So
All right,
Keep
there
that-
we go.
keep that up.
And I do want to say that there's a lot of things to be proud of in Washington County. The schools, the history, a great place to live. We have the best Walmart.
We know it.
My
We know.
in-laws are visiting again, and they bring their RV and they park in the driveway and hang for several days. And they'll be here 5 days, and I bet they've already been to Walmart 3 times. And they used to
I
go
like
to
your
Martinsville,
in-laws.
Mooresville, and now they live down by Washington, Indiana.
Yeah.
They said our Walmart head and shoulders above the others.
That's I can't say that we got great customers and that, but the associates, they work hard every single day.
We do.
I think too is when we first opened, we tried to set the bar high, and we've kept it that way. But I always say that yes, it's always great to hear that we are the best, and I agree with that. Thank you for that. I would put this team in this store up against anybody, and we've won Superintendent of the Year many times, Helen Walton Award, and we're always in the conversation. But I think more than anything is we're just fulfilling our mission, and people say, "Oh, I believe this Walmart is what Sam and Helen Walton meant for the company to be. I really do.
I do
Taking care of people,
Yeah.
knowing your customers, and standing behind what you do, and being proud of what you do, being proud of your community, and giving back to the community. So that's and I appreciate hearing that, and I agree 100%. But I really think that we're just fulfilling our mission, what we're supposed to be doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. I think you do, and I think it happens. And I just want it to be noticed, and I hope everybody's like noticing that. I mean, a lot of times we're just like, it's hard to be a celebrity in your own hometown. You know what I mean? We know it's great, but then when you like, if you dabble and you're out of state and you go to another Walmart, you're like, oh, this is not my Walmart.
I find myself even going to meetings, and I'm just like, it's always great after you've been, if it's a day that I've had to be at 2 or 3 different stores, or in Indy, Louisville, wherever. It's always good to, walk back in the front doors, headed to my office, and just the smile is a lot different,
Yeah.
So, and I'm proud of the company I work for.
I know.
We do a great job.
Yeah.
But thank you for those kind words. So come see us, though. We've got everything going on, but more importantly, donate. Every little bit helps for our Riley pumpkin contest.
Right.
And then I talked about it last week. Keith was going to be, get your folks out when they're shopping. We're going to unveil, we're going to have a gingerbread house contest for the events and through the holiday. So
Gingerbread, that's a whole nother level.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And we've got some folks that work for us that are serious about that.
Oh, no, you got some very talented. I still
Please.
can't get those stitch ears. I don't know how those stitch ears stand up so well on that pumpkin. I'm sorry. That was there's so many. Every one of them, whichever one I'm standing in front is my favorite. They always ask me, which is your favorite?
Yes.
I'm like, whichever one I'm in front of, because they're all unique.
Yeah.
But I was surprised at how many people went crazy over the little shopping cart with the little shopping pumpkins in it. They were so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, so very good. All right, let's see what today is real quick. Today, we're moving right along here. We're on to the 22nd day of October. Today is Clean Up the Earth Day.
Should be every day.
Every day. If you see something, pick it up.
Yep.
Pick it up, throw it away.
And don't throw it to begin with down.
I think we're doing better, and I hope
think
we
so.
are. I think,
so.
People are getting it, maybe. Let's hope.
Yeah.
Eat a pretzel day.
Oh, can't go wrong.
Don't eat it. A warm
Kid.
They got to be good ones. I've had some bad ones.
I feel like, okay, hang on. I'm a little different in that. It's almost like a pizza. I don't know that I've ever met a bad one. Are you talking like the soft pretzels?
I like the doughy soft ones. I don't like it when it's like the brown, more crispy exterior. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I know.
A lot of times that's the concession stand pretzel. I don't like that for a whole lot. But if you eat Ben soft pretzels, I don't know if you ever had a Ben soft pretzel.
I
IU games and other places across the country, but excellent. That's an excellent pretzel.
Yeah.
That pretzel is like, yes, I know, yes. And so when we were covering up at Indianapolis, they were there.
Yeah.
And each day I had to get one. Yeah.
Man, good stuff.
I was like, we have to break up. I can't keep having these pretzels.
Yeah. I like the pretzel sticks with the beer cheese. Breadsticks, but they're pretzel sticks. Oh my god!
And I'm telling you, when the
counts.
Schnitzelbach over there in Jasper,
Oh, yeah.
and it hangs, like it comes on its own hanger,
Mm-hmm.
and I ordered one, and I'm telling you right now,
That mustard with the heavy horseradish.
get out of here. Yeah. If anybody's going over there and they want to bring us one.
Absolutely.
I mean, it is the season, Oktoberfest, so you got an excuse to fill yourself up on pretzels.
Look at that. Go Keith. That's exactly right. Let's see here. International Caps Lock Day.
Oh.
I said.
Caps lock.
Let's see here.
No, that should not be a day. I'm sorry. I got
I know.
Because don't email and
Do not do it.
Yeah, I know.
I know. I've had a few of those come my way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Okay. International Stuttering Awareness Day. I just sometimes stutter to get it out. It's like
Mel Tillis Day.
Oh, wasn't he? And he was really good. He was a good singer, Mm-hmm. That was crazy how you could sing so well and then have that. Yeah. Lung Health Day.
Should be every day. No
Absolutely.
vaping, no smoking. Please.
I agree. Stop it.
Please.
Take care of yourself. Yeah. And they said that even though, for those that have stopped, which we learned in health, remember, that our lungs will start kind of healing themselves. But even if you were a past smoker, still get your lungs checked. I just saw a commercial about that. It said no matter what, keep keep checking your
A lot of
lungs.
times this time of year, our area hospitals will run a special where you can go do a diagnostic for like $90 to $100 outside of your insurance, and I always try to do that as much as I can.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because you get like the MRIs and a variety of things that normally would cost you an arm and a leg, and you can get that all done. Give you a little peace of mind. You know,
Yeah.
we all get older every day.
Yeah. And not only to think about like cancer, you know, that's one thing to think about, but even if you're not smoking anymore, if you've been a previous smoker, you're more likely to have lung issues, especially pneumonia. And the older you get, you're more susceptible to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. But it's never too late to quit. Never.
No, and remember that it starts rebuilding, you know, so for anybody
Our
that...
county has a pretty strong smoking cessation group as well, and I think they'll support you if you call the health department and you go down there. They'll give you like literature support groups, and then also I think maybe like the nicotine gum potentially. They used to do that.
They used to do that.
They help you get free from nicotine.
Yeah, which, you know, I think it's, you know, I don't have the nicotine, but I have the coffee, so I need the patch for the coffee.
I don't know.
I know. Yeah, so we all have our things, you know what I mean? So I feel for the, you know what I mean, for anybody, you know.
Yeah.
But anyway, so but there is help, and you know, and just you have to just, you know, just try to get back on that horse, or you know, back if you fall off, get back on, you know. So all right, medical assistant recognition day. Hats off to all those medical assistants. Talk about angels right here on earth, right? All that they do.
Yeah, the folks working in the medical field, number one, incredibly hard job. Usually everyone is like very high anxiety, high stress in those situations and settings too. They take great care of us, and the medical assistants are the ones that you see first, and they're the ones that do a lot of the heavy lifting. Doctors are great, but those people that support, they really get the work done.
Yeah, and they're like the first person that you see at your lowest, your sickest, your saddest, your most stressed and everything. And so just think about, you know,
And that one that like holds your hand, you know, like when you're,
we added medical assisting to our career pathways at school.
That's wonderful.
That's awesome.
We have the CNA pathway we've had for a long time, certified nursing assistant, but medical assisting is different, and it's kind of a different set of skills, but we added that 2 years ago, and it's been exciting to see our kids kind of grow in that, because then they have a capstone class where they go out their senior years and work at the hospitals and offices, and it's fun to see them come into school in their scrubs for the day.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Well, and I think you're 100% right, and I think just like, you know, those that like, if you like a lot going on or trauma, and then when they grab your hand and just hold your hand and just, you know, let you know the comfort.
Yeah, sometimes doctors don't always have that bedside manner, but I've never seen a medical assistant or a nurse not
have it.
Yep.
I agree.
That's true.
And then when you guys have not experienced this, but when you give birth and they put that baby,
We've had colds.
I barely
There's
caught
nothing-
it both times.
nothing
'cause
like
the
it.
first time I had to go to a chair to gather myself because I was getting lightheaded, nearly fainted. The second time with my son Clark, I hit the ground.
oh my
Face,
goodness,
bruised
Keith
arms.
Nance, get out.
Yeah, it was pretty pathetic.
Yeah,
my
that's-
wife was up there with one doctor, and I'm on the ground with like 4 nurses surrounding me.
Keith
I
Nance.
felt
Yeah,
really,
that's right.
really pathetic.
Keith. Yeah, that's not good. That's all we'll say about that, Keith. Okay.
It's okay.
Poor Marcy. I
It's
mean,
okay.
bless her heart.
You know,
she's doing all the
fathers
work.
have their own issues that they have to deal with. And
That's right.
It's a traumatic
I was
time.
stressed
Yeah,
for her.
yeah.
It was really about.
Yeah, you really feeling.
You know, it was just she went into labor very quickly both times, and it happened very fast. Both times we're running down the hallway chasing a bed. Both times a little early than what we were expecting, or 7 weeks for the first one, and 4 with the second. And so it always was like some urgency to it, and then I was always worried about her health.
So then it just took you down. It got the best of you.
And then I also just knew that I was never bound for the medical field. I knew it when I was young.
Yeah.
You want to cut the umbilical cord? No, thank you. I'm here to hold my wife's hand. And
Sit the top
clean that baby up, clean that baby up, and then I'll hold it.
Yeah. I'll look at the wall. I'll watch
Keith,
the wall
so
and
bad.
hold her hand.
Oh
Look
gosh,
at the wall.
I'm totally out of this. Okay, we're gonna get out of this one
Yeah.
really quick. 'Cause you two. Oh
That's
my
why
goodness.
men don't.
Yeah,
clean the baby.
that's
Yes.
exactly right. All right, National Color Day. Keith, what's your favorite color?
Blue.
Ooh, what a certain kind of blue, or because there's so many different shades of blue.
I mean, I don't know. I guess probably just the traditional, like, royal blue. I remember when I could first paint my room when I was a kid, I painted it blue. My mom was like, "Are you sure? That's too much blue." But I painted it blue. I don't know. It's always been drawn to it. I like the water. You know, I like sky gazing. You know, those kind of things seem peaceful to me. Color blue kind of feels chill and peaceful. You know.
I think it is.
Some people like the vibrant colors, so I'm just more of the get me in that kind of relaxed state as opposed to the heightened, excited.
Love that. What about you, Brad?
Red.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine changes. I don't know. I'm kind of like I like so many different colors. You know.
Now, certain times of the year, black is my favorite color.
Yeah, I know that. You'll be morning
I mean,
black.
I do love when the seasons change. You get to see different colors. I mean, autumn is my favorite season, and to see all the oranges and the reds and the yellows.
Yeah,
and the
aren't they
trees,
beautiful?
that is just
And we're
wonderful.
peaking. We're getting there.
It's so beautiful. Yeah, and I'm hoping the weather is not created where we're not going to get a very vibrant fall. You know, it's
I think we're hitting
stayed
some
dry for quite a while, and then we had some wind and things. But it seems like the leaves are hanging on, and so hopefully we really get that beautiful contrast in colors.
Yeah.
Now at work, I wear a lot of blue because of Walmart
blue,
stuff. So I think that's why I don't wear a lot of blue outside of work. Well, I wear red, white, and blue when I go to that stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think you I think the oranges. I love orange, and I'm really green and orange, and I mean all of the different colors. I mean,
I mean, if you're trying to look nice, nothing beats black.
That's true.
Yeah,
and you
true.
can throw on black and
yeah,
a nice pair of pants and even a really nice black T-shirt, and all of a sudden people are like, "Oh, you look nice today."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Throw the black chucks with it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Perfect.
On the dance floor. Pride was on the dance floor with his chucks on. Got chucks on.
Yeah. Brooks Brothers suit.
That's exactly.
Chucks on.
There you go. Told you you'd be the best dressed.
Yep.
Who told you you'd be the best dressed?
Yes, I listened.
I know you did. National Knee Day. Your knees. Take care of your knees. Bend with your knees. Remember, not your back.
Yes.
Bend with your knees, not your back. That's I'm telling you right now. It's actually the femur, I guess, on the right. But anyway, I'm telling you right now. It's still, you know, they're still tricky, you know. And the weather tells me I know when it's going to rain. You know, it's really crazy. Yeah. So take care of your knees. I'm telling you. Yeah. And that kneecap goes over to the side. Something's not right here.
It's like we may need to have this looked at.
Yeah. When the doctor goes, oh my.
Oh my. Well, I didn't expect that. Thank you. But the medical assistant did not.
The medical assistant.
You're gonna be fine.
Yeah, I know.
The doctor went, oh, well, I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Didn't tell me about this.
Yeah. Oops. All right, National Make a Dog's Day. Yes, every day I make my dog's day. I have the best little biscuits that I got from Walmart, and my dogs are just like over the moon with these little biscuits. You would have thought I would have gave them just the best food. They wait for these biscuits. As soon as I start walking that way, they just are right on it.
Max is excited about their sweet potato jerky treat things. Their dried sweet potato, and he likes the one that's got chicken, like chicken jerky wrapped in the dried sweet potato, but he likes just the straight up sweet potato one the best, and it's like
I'll have to check that out. I've never had one of those.
Yeah,
I've had one. I've never bought one.
I mean,
bought one of those for.
You know, if I feel like I need to bribe him, and you know, even though he likes me best of everybody.
Well, sure.
Except for Eric, the neighbor. Goodness gracious, Eric Williams. Dog whisperer.
What he's doing up there, he's giving him something. He's giving him a better treat. There's something going on.
There's no rules. There's just there's no rules. That's the thing. But anyway, so those treats are pretty awesome. So
I'll
you
go
can
try
make
those.
Dogs always. I think pets in general make us happier people.
I do too. Yeah, I do too. Do you have a dog?
We have 3.
Ah.
You have children, and they want a dog.
Yeah.
It's my dog. It's my dog. It's my. They leave, and the dog stays. Not the fairest situation, and it was not in the contract when Dad agreed and signed up for it. Yeah.
And then they'll
take off and leave the dogs behind.
Well, and then they'll start their own life, and then they'll get a new dog.
Yeah.
And it's like, wait, you know what I mean?
Happened.
Yeah.
It's like, you could have taken one of these.
Yeah.
For free.
Wasn't one of these yours? Could have saved you a lot of money.
I know, right here. Yeah. Well, so make a dog's day. I love that. National Nut Day. What's your favorite kind of nut, Keith?
Probably cashews if I had to pick. I don't know that that's the healthiest one, but it's the tastiest one.
Yeah. What about you, Brad?
Well, I like cashews also, but like in food and stuff, black walnuts are just so good.
They're like, who saw that one coming? When you bite into something, you didn't realize it was going to be a black walnut.
Yeah.
Talk about a flavor, right?
Yeah. Speaking of, Jeannie, the fresh apple cake that you made for Becky with the black walnuts that I got 0 of. Just saying.
Make again.
Just saying,
yeah.
It's that time of year.
And we'd love to have that with my coffee, Jeannie. We have shameless plugs. We don't care, do we? Jeannie takes care of us.
Yes.
National Sparkling Water Day.
I could do without that.
Yeah.
National Tavern Style Pizza Day.
I do like a brick oven pizza. Like,
as I'll say, that's like a thin crust, crispy type style, I think.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Smart is Cool Day. That's good for education. Smart is cool. It's cool.
That should be every day.
Yeah.
It's really cool when you grow up and you can do a lot with your life because you took the time to be smart.
Yeah. And that's when you do have a cool life, right?
Yes. When I do something, our family, we're just so silly. When somebody does something, we're Mart. We say, I'm Mart.
I'm Mart.
I'm Mart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can borrow that.
Yeah.
Next time someone says, well, that's brilliant or something.
My family never does anything Mart.
Well, not too often do we, but every now and then.
Celebrate the small victories.
Right. All right, there we go. Those are our days. Get out and enjoy a beautiful, wonderful Wednesday, and definitely harvest time. Watch out for the farmers on the road. And there was this, I don't know, I guess it's a combine, but it was the biggest thing. And I mean, he didn't even, bless his heart, he was doing, I mean, you talk about a driver, but trying to keep those wheels on the road, and he didn't fit. He was like, I was so impressed with it. But anyway, so remember, they feed us, have patience, and, show your utmost respect for them because they are the ones doing the work. It is harvest time in this community, so just get little reminders on that. Farm safety, too.
Keep food on the table for us.
Absolutely. Yep. All right, let's jump in. Keith, what's some of the things going on over at West Washington? What we got going on?
Since the last time we've been together, a lot.
Okay.
That's always the way it goes. You think that you had a lot to do this week. Wait till next week. That's kind of the way it goes in the world, especially with so many kids and so many activities and events. Today is one of the greatest days of the year at West Washington. It is Grandparents' Day in the elementary school.
Yes.
It is quite the event, very, very popular. It's by far the biggest thing we do during a school day. And we want to keep it during the school day. It allows more of our kids to participate. But it does create a lot of headaches for us. But it's well worth it because the event itself is just phenomenal. So grandparents will come in throughout the day, eat lunch with their grandchildren within the elementary. Then we have activities. We do like a photo station. The book fair always kind of runs parallel.
So the grandparents need to bring their cash.
It's like going to Disney World and then you walk off the ride into the gift shop.
Yeah, that's
we kind of stole the ideas, but it works for us. So grandparents go down and help the kids, and a lot of them will purchase a book or two for them. It's funny. Sometimes you'll see the win over grandparents because those kids come out with toys and posters and the little sticky things and the little pencils and pens, and then you can tell the hard grandparents because it's like you're getting a book or you're getting nothing. And so
I love that. There you
you'll see
go.
the kids coming out with a bag of books. So
Yeah, but it's great for them, right?
Oh yeah, excellent. We want to promote reading, of course, and that ownership of books is, as a child, one of those first things where you kind of fall in love with, potentially, becoming a reader. It's one thing to check out a book from the library and take it home, but to be able to go through the bookstore, pick one out, it's brand new, it's my book.
And it's of interest.
Foster,
it's interest what they're interested in.
And they get to choose based off of their interest. And we do so much stuff today in education that's not reading for enjoyment. It's reading for knowledge, it's reading to apply skills, which is extremely important, and it's a different style of reading. It's way more analytical. But we want to foster the love for reading in our kids, and the best way to do that is through our libraries and things like the book fair, because really we can all be lifelong readers in our work, but being a lifelong reader outside of your work brings a lot of enjoyment and fulfillment. Keeps your brain very, very sharp, as you age. So I think it's very important, and the book fair is part of that. It acts as a fundraiser. We're not just pawning books off of you for nothing. It helps fund our libraries. They're always getting new things and new materials to make that more enjoyable and attractive for the kids. So that money is not going to waste. Not only the kids benefiting, but anything that we make over, that we get back from the book fair goes directly into our libraries. And so we appreciate the support and participating in it. So yeah, Grandparents' Day is an awesome event. We'll have a big, really nice lunch for them. It's a special lunch today with special dessert.
Do you know what the menu is?
It's turkey Manhattan with some type of cake.
Yes.
And I mean, there's never more people in the parking lot either. It doesn't matter if we're hosting the regional boys or girls, or it's the big football game. There are more cars in our parking lot today than there will be any time throughout the year. My job, because they don't trust me in the kitchen, I am the chauffeur that drives around and picks grandparents up and brings them to the door, so they don't have to walk as far from out in the parking lot. So I'm the shuttle guy, which is always kind of fun too, because you get to take the grandparents up. You ask them about which grandchild they're coming to see, or what grade levels they have grandchildren in. And generally, at a school our size, I recognize the name and I can say, oh yeah, I spoke to him yesterday when I was walking down the hallway. And then after, if you drive him back down, you get to ask him how it went. And the kids, and I always try to build it up, because it is true, the kids get really, really excited about their grandparents coming. And I think that makes them feel proud when we're driving them up there. But you can already get the sense that for the grandparents, it's very popular with them too. As a grandparent, you don't always get that time to shine, and the kids, this is my grandpa, this is my grandma. That's a fun feeling, and when it's been a while since you've been a parent, you don't get that feeling all the time as often. And so it kind of gives them that kind of jolt again of like, oh yeah, this is my child's child, love them to death, and a proud moment, and they get to experience and great memories. When you take them back, it's always smiles, it was wonderful, and compliments, and thanking us for doing it and continuing it. So again, after all the work is done, it's very rewarding, and it feels like good work, feels like you did good work that day.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, I think it's always exciting. I can remember we didn't have Grandparents' Day, but like my dad would come or my mom would come to eat lunch with us. Yeah. And it's always exciting whenever.
And we do that less and less often.
Everybody's so busy. You get into that,
And then there's some safety concerns.
Yeah. Yes. Well, and after COVID, remember, things kind of.
Yeah. And so then, in order to do this, rather than just have kids come, or parents or grandparents or people come all the time, you kind of organize it and give the opportunity, and it makes it more of an event. But yeah, I always remember if someone were to come to visit me during a school day, it made you feel really special.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad poured his milk into his peaches, a little bit of milk in his peaches. I was about ready to go under at the table, but the kids thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. I didn't think it would go over well, but
That's a good thing to do.
Peaches and cream.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what he was doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
but I was about ready to go under the table when he and he was telling them to try it, and anyway, it went over wonderful. But but that makes a difference when you're a child and your relative, from your parent or to now your grandparents coming. Yeah, so that's cool. And is that all grades?
It's only in the elementary.
Okay.
We did start 2 years ago having a grandparents' day for our graduating seniors, and we do it
that's
towards
cool.
the end of May. And so we let our seniors invite their grandparents, and we try to, in a little way, recreate what we did in the elementary with the senior class. And so they come in, they have lunch, we do a photo session with them, with some of our backdrops, and that's been fun to watch too, to watch it kind of come full circle. Not quite the same, but it's still a really good day.
Yeah.
It's not quite, 18-year-olds, they're happy to have their grandparents there, and you can tell that, but it's not the excitement that you can feel in the air. I mean, the kids get off the buses at school and they're talking about it being Grandparents' Day and telling you which grandparents coming. You're walking down the hall and someone will tell you, my grandpa George is coming and he hasn't been able to come before. And so it's just like there's a buzz. It's like Christmas or something.
Oh, I love that. That's cool. That's cool. Well, that's going to be a fun day then.
Oh yeah, it's going to be great. In addition to that, we've had a bunch of sporting things going on. Our cross-country team participated in sectional last week. We got one runner, Andrew Chastain. He is moving on to the regional, and so we're really proud of him. And from the start of the season to the end, he made drastic improvements and worked very, very hard to get to the point to qualify. Marley Chase was just one position out from making it to regional, so that's kind of a disappointment, I'm sure, for her. But she still had a very successful year and worked really, really hard. So we're proud of all the people. I always say when I coached football, we'd be standing there, cross country team would be running. I remember multiple times stopping practice and saying, "Those over there, those are the toughest kids in the school." You want to talk about mental and physical toughness? You can do that. You can do that grind. Running at the pace that they have to run to be successful, in the conditions they have to run. To me, that is so foreign. I mean, I've been a jogger in the past to some degree. You get on a little fitness kick. Oh, I'm out here, and you might get up to running so many miles on a flat surface and good shoes and good weather. And that's hard. But running uphill in the mud with people elbowing, pushing, and shoving you to gain ground, it's just a whole nother ball game. So those kids that participate in cross country have a special place for me because I just recognize how tough they have to be. Our football team is traveling this week to Knightstown. We're happy that it's postseason, and we're hopeful that we got a chance to play well.
Where's Knightstown at? Tell us a little bit about.
2.5 hours away from here.
So I thought it was a little distance.
And so, being a 1A school, there aren't very many 1A schools in our area. There's a lot of them in like northwest and northeast Indiana. There just aren't very many of them in southern Indiana. And based off where we're at, we get pushed to different sectionals all the time. Sometimes we'll head to the west, and we might be with like Springs Valley and Perry Central and some people towards the Evansville area. Sometimes we'll be pushed to the east, which is kind of where our sectional is now. Or sometimes we've been pushed up 65 and been playing teams, inside of 465 in the first rounds of single A football. But Knightstown is east of 465, almost due east, and it is about a 2 hour and 25-minute drive by car, so well over 2 hours and 30 minutes by bus. That'll be a challenge all to itself, and then you got to go out and play the game. So hopefully the kids can. They've been on a little bit of a roll at the tail end of the season, and that's been good to see. See them grow and mature and start to have more success. and hopefully they can continue that in the first round, so they get to come home and play some games at home, because the next 2 games, if we were to win and continue to win, would be at home at West Washington. So that'd be a big deal. Our volleyball, they just finished their season. They won the opening round of the sectional, lost in the second round in a very close contest to Borden. But throughout the year, they showed a lot of improvement and heart. Our volleyball team has certainly increased their competitiveness over the course of the last couple of years, and that's fun to watch. So good for Coach Green and the girls and the seniors on that team, because that leadership is kind of what pushed them to a different level. Just the ability to go out. Competition is meant to be kind of fun, but there are times where it's not all fun if you want to really be good and work hard. So I think the mentality is kind of turned over there a little bit, and that's from the leadership. So kudos to those seniors for kind of leading by example, and to our coaching staff to kind of pushing the rigor of work and expectations. So proud of them for sure. Last thing, which I know you guys are going to love this, but got a fall show coming up for drama, and I think they'll be coming in next month, which should happen before their show. And the show is on November the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. And usually our musicals in the spring, and the fall is a regular show. And this one is called "And Then There Were None." It's an Agatha Christie. I think it had a different name previously, and then our Society of Political Correctness have kind of they changed the names. If you're familiar with the old show 10 Little Indians, that was the original name of the show, but now it's Then There Were None is the show now. So it's the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd.
The weekend before Thanksgiving, right?
Yes, that is true.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. So
Yes.
that'd be a great thing to get out and do before all of the family stuff.
And I did get to talk to Kayla the other day. She said they're working really hard on it. She said it's a fun group, younger group. They had a lot of seniors that graduated last year, and even year before too. So they've had a lot of seniors. So this is a younger group. She said a lot of fun, and they're working really hard on it. So
yeah,
we know they are.
I know one of the people we mentioned before. That's one of the things that I get really proud, and I probably say it a lot when I come in here, but our kids do a lot of things. And so I just spoke about Marley being in the cross country and working so hard in cross country, and last year getting into the regionals for track season. She is one of the leads in the play, and so those are the things that I went to New Albany High School. I loved it. Had great friends there. Learned a lot. I think every school has got great people working in it, and New Albany was no exception. But I was basically allowed to focus on one or two things. I couldn't be on the football wrestling team and try to juggle in drama in there. And it wasn't encouraged. I can't say it was discouraged. No one came to me and said, "Don't go out for the play." But no one wanted to work through the conflicts that it would cause. And in our case at school, we encourage kids to participate in multiple things. And we let the individuals that are in charge of those programs recruit from other programs. My son-in-law, Caleb, certainly an excellent athlete, got the furthest as a wrestler, went to IU to be a scholarship football player, but he also was the lead in 3 of our plays. And originally he wasn't into that, but they recognized, I think maybe through church, and that his father is a preacher and some singing at church, he's got some ability to do X, Y, and Z. And so Philip, or our football coach, or Mr. Tankersley, the wrestling coach, they didn't mind that Kayla went to Caleb and said, "Hey, we could really use you. It's hard to find strong men for drama sometimes." And kids like that kind of help break in, and then it makes it more interesting and accessible to other kids.
Yeah.
And he got to play an iconic role as the Tin Man. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And so those things make me really proud as a school, that instead of saying no when things seem hard, we say maybe. Let's see if we can work that out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's easy. It's easier to say no. It's easier to say, well, that's going to be complicated, and how are we going to work that out? But instead of saying no, we just say, well, let's look at it more and see if we can make this work.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare, but we have some kids in the springtime that'll play baseball or softball and then still maybe run track.
Mm-hmm.
So just trying to overcome those kind of obstacles and barriers, and just not see them as insurmountable, and figure out a way to make it work. I think that it broadens the kids' experience.
Yeah, and that's always good. Let them get the most experiences, and it's at least sometimes if you try something and it's just like, hey, it's not for me, that's okay. You've still got that experience, and you kind of, the kids learn more about themselves as they go too. I think it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think it's good, and it's also seeing like something different. I think there are a lot of folks actually have regret. I would say more so that they didn't do the arts. You know what I mean? That they didn't go out for that play. I think that's one of the
my son is drumming now, and is in a band here locally, and then in a band at Bloomington, and he always says, "Why did I not take pep band? Why did I not take pep band?"
Yeah.
So I think it's worth putting yourself out there and trying. And honestly, it's probably more scary. It's one thing to say, I'm going to try out for the basketball team. Well, you're surrounded by a lot of kids on the basketball team. You're not the only one on the floor, and sometimes you're not even on the floor. You're in the support role on the bench. And same thing on a football team. I love football because there are so many people contributing in so many ways, doing so many different things, but you also don't have to stand out there at the midfield by yourself.
Oh,
Right.
no.
The closest
Right.
thing to that
Yeah.
would be the quarterback, and he's still
Yeah.
not doing it by himself.
Right.
Now, if you're in a show and you have a solo and you're in the middle of the stage
Yeah.
and that spotlight has you lit up like a candle,
Yeah.
you learn some stuff.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
learn some stuff.
And even if you don't have a major thing, but if you have one line, there's that one line that can go
Oh.
wrong,
Yeah.
So many
'Cause
ways
all
to play
eyes are
this.
on
I
you,
know. Yeah. Exactly. And and it could be such a powerful line,
Yeah.
And the preparation that no one works harder in terms of hours leading up to, whether your competition or your performance, than they do. All the way up till, but the 2 weeks prior to a show, oh my gosh, those kids and those directors, they are working hard, very hard.
Yes.
Absolutely. And then
And Kayla and the whole team out there, what a wonderful blessing that West Washington has someone of that caliber. She can do anything she wanted to do,
she's fantastic. I'm a Kayla fan.
And
But then you got Hannah.
You got
who
Hannah
helps
that
teach the vocal stuff, who was
yeah.
offered contracts to be a performer, and didn't go that direction.
Yeah.
But extremely talented.
Oh yes.
I was going to be a part in the play, and I worked with her a little bit. And boy, there's a big difference if you got the hearing ear and you don't have the hearing ear. And I needed her instructions because I don't have that hearing ear. I like to sing. I'd rather not do it up in front of everyone.
Yeah.
But she was trying to get me prepared, and I was probably going to be as prepared as I ever would have been under her, under her instruction. And then Sarah, who's my assistant in my office, she's Hannah's sister, and also had her own theater background, and she is equally talented. But what she is a worker, and she is organized.
And she keeps everything going. The three of those are like a power trio, and that's
I love that.
They complement one another. They don't step on they might step on each other's toes, but they don't get offended by it. That's the key, I think. I think you can't tiptoe around everybody. I think the best groups have the ability to call each other out and bring up difficult conversations and move on. And I think they're that kind of group, and I think that's important in a lot of realms. Professionally, you got to be able to have someone come up and tell you that they believe something could improve or something's not right, and you got to be able to handle that, and then you also have to be able to talk through it and see if there is a solution.
Sure.
And those ladies, they are a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun, and they do one heck of a job for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do believe that.
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely. They are top notch. Just a side note to Hannah. When we had our grand reopening after we had expanded and done some stuff, I asked Keith if Hannah would come in and sing our national anthem, and it's like Mike's like, now I want somebody good, and I was like, oh, I've got somebody great. And he's just like, okay. And it was so fun. She came in, she sang the national anthem. As Mike said, I didn't know she was going to do it Acapulco style.
Acapulco. Oh my goodness. I love that so much.
Mike.
Why do I love
but
that?
She sang our national anthem, a cappella, and it was the regional vice president and Mike both walked up to me and said, that is the best national anthem that I've ever heard in my life. And I was just like, yeah, right here. Washington County girl, right? She could be doing it. But it was just amazing. So I'm always grateful for Hannah coming and doing that.
Malachi Wallbaker, whose grandfather was one of the best basketball players to ever play at West Washington, he is in the plays, and he is hearing impaired, and he has an excellent voice. Watching him perform as Eric last year in The Little Mermaid almost brought tears to my eyes. One, because it was so good and so strong, and two, because Hannah was behind keeping the beat for him up above all the audience.
Oh my goodness.
And he's locked in and hitting every single cue perfectly. To me, that was just so cool. Everyone's got obstacles to overcome. And his was probably more so his shyness than anything else. And since he's been in that play and since he was that lead, he is a different kid. The confidence now that he possesses, and I think that's the reason we do the fine arts. It's the reason we do extracurriculars, for kids to find a niche that build that confidence. There's so much to be gained and learned from those experiences, but mostly, you want your kids to just leave and have some pride and be able to hold their head high and say, I've accomplished things.
Absolutely.
I met obstacles and I conquered them, and I can go out and do that anywhere.
And I think all three of those ladies are very good at finding those things and identifying those things and bringing them out in those kids that other people may not think would be able to excel in a certain way. And I think that's
someone's in the fine arts and they're a dancer and they got the skill for dancing, and there's no element of the show that has tap in it. They choreograph and figure out how to put tap in it.
I love that.
So that kid can go out there and highlight what their talent is. So it's really awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, that's cool. That's very good. Very good. Well, Keith, it sounds like you got a lot going on and going strong. And let's see here. We got next break will be fall, or we've already had fall break. Now we'll be going Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving break, and that's going to be obviously the big weekend where we get the girls basketball and the boys basketball going on Tuesday and Wednesday.
We know it, yeah.
And then we lead that right into our big Thanksgiving festivities. And then on Friday, the IU Purdue game.
Going to be a good game.
Up in West Lafayette.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I'll be going to that one too. But my college, very good friend from college, he has Purdue season tickets, and we always take one another to the rivalry game.
There we go. I love that.
That is awesome.
I love that.
Now, are you guys doing anything? You guys normally do something on Veterans Day, right?
Oh, yeah. We're going to have a big Veterans Day program on the 11th. I believe our speaker is going to be Kerry Holes from the Indiana State Police, who had his own military career. And we do it corporation-wide. Awesome. We used to do an elementary one and a high school one. We found by combining it all, it's made it a much bigger, grander event. We do a lunch for the veterans after, which is always really well received. Our FFA, they serve them. They don't go through the lunch line. We bring them their items. And it's just an opportunity for our kids. Obviously, we are honoring the veterans, but as much as that, we are instilling in our kids an appreciation for people that have gone and made a huge commitment to our country, something outside of themselves. That it maybe as a ancillary benefit, it benefited the individual, but really they are signing up to do something extremely selfless. And to highlight that and put them in front of our kids is really important, I believe, for our kids to understand that the things that we have in our country came at great sacrifice, and those people that made great sacrifices have faces. And they live right here in our communities, and so yeah, that Veterans Day program is something special.
I agree. Good deal. Well, thank you for coming in, and thank you for giving us all the information and inside information. Appreciate that, Keith. And Keith is all dressed up, ready for Grandparents' Day. Put on the swag at 100 over here. Brad and I, we did not get the memo.
So much.
I know.
You guys look like a fall catalog, though.
We there, yeah. I've actually got this character. All right. That's exactly right.
Yeah, that was not on my bingo card. I've never been considered part of a fall catalog. Yeah.
All right, let's thank our sponsors this morning.
All right, we've got, and I appreciate that, Keith.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I do.
Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Fox Tree Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, The Rock Doctor, McAllister Land Consulting, Springer Insurance, Louisville Bats, Schneck Hospital, and Temple & Temple.
All right, thank you to our great sponsors. Thank you, Keith Nance. Thank you, Bradley Gilbert. And we're going to get ready to hear from Caleb Perkiser, John Jones GM City, who cut his first commercial here. And
oh, nice.
Yeah, he did a great job. So made it look easy. I said, okay.
There you go, Caleb.
All right, so have the best Wednesday ever.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Becky White at the John Jones GM City dealership in Salem. Let's check in with Caleb Perkiser for the John Jones Auto Minute.
This is Caleb Perkiser with John Jones Auto Group. You feel that chill in the air? Fall's finally here. Pumpkin spice, bonfires, and time to make sure your car's ready for the cold. We're helping folks get road ready for cooler weather with free multi-point inspections with scheduled maintenance, great prices on tires, batteries, and brakes, and service specials that'll keep you rolling all season long. And don't forget our fall sales event with huge savings on Chevy Silverados, Traverses, and Equinoxes. Yep, whether you're tailgating, leaf piling, or just trying to beat that first frost, John Jones GM City has the deals to keep you comfortable and confident behind the wheel. Plus, we've got locations close to home in Salem, Corden, Scottsburg, and Greenville. John Jones GM City, your hometown dealer for every season. You see so many because they paid so little.
Call today at 812-570-5307 or find them online at johnjonesautogroup.com.
Marshall Monuments will be moving soon to 205 North Main Street, but in the meantime, they are offering up to 75% off the monuments at their current location at 106 South Water Street in Salem. This is a once-in-a-lifetime sale and features a few monuments that are still marked down to 75% off, monuments that are 50% and 25% off. Everything else is 10% off store-wide. In their 78 years of community service, Marshall Monuments has provided excellence and experience, and continues to take pride in workmanship and guarantees satisfaction in the final product, and look forward to seeing you in their new showroom later this year in their new location. Corey Churchman and the staff at Marshall Monuments do everything by hand and stand by the quality of their work. When you're dealing with Marshall Monuments in Salem, you're working with expert craftsmanship and specially trained stone artisans. Call or text today at 812-412-2014 for a free estimate and to set up an appointment to see their quality work. Or stop by the shop at 106 South Water Street in Salem, Indiana. Top quality stonework at hometown prices. Come see the best monuments in southern Indiana since 1945.
It's almost time for Boo Bash 2025, coming up on Saturday, October 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Stevens Museum grounds in Salem. Open to all ages.
Marshall Monuments will be moving soon to 205 North Main Street, but in the meantime, they are offering up to 75% off the monuments at their current location at 106 South Water Street in Salem. This is a once-in-a-lifetime sale and features a few monuments that are still marked down to 75% off, monuments that are 50% and 25% off. Everything else is 10% off store-wide. In their 78 years of community service, Marshall Monuments has provided excellence and experience, and continues to take pride in workmanship and guarantees satisfaction in the final product, and look forward to seeing you in their new showroom later this year in their new location. Corey Churchman and the staff at Marshall Monuments do everything by hand and stand by the quality of their work. When you're dealing with Marshall Monuments in Salem, you're working with expert craftsmanship and specially trained stone artisans. Call or text today at 812-412-2014 for a free estimate and to set up an appointment to see their quality work. Or stop by the shop at 106 South Water Street in Salem, Indiana. Top quality stonework at hometown prices. Come see the best monuments in southern Indiana since 1945.
Boiler up and hail Purdue.
The Boilermakers pick it up, and Wilhelm has a touchdown.
Led by new head coach Barry Odom.
Makes a catch at the 30. He's at the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10.
Don't miss a single moment all season long.
With the touchdown catch.
The Boilermakers open against Ball State. Join us Saturday, August 30th. Our coverage begins at 10 a.m. right here on your home for Boilermakers football. The Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Give Du Bois County Tire a call. Big or small, they service all. They have the name brand tires you know to keep you cruising on down the road. They got tires for driving mean. They even got them for your farm machine. You can call them day or night. Du Bois County Tire does it right. Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Now through October 31st. Get up to $180 back on a Bridgestone prepaid MasterCard. Get up to $80 when you buy a set of 4 eligible Bridgestone tires. Get an additional $100 when you make an eligible tire purchase with your CFNA credit card. Available at Washington County Tire Supply in Salem. Subject to credit approval, restrictions apply. See BridgestoneRewards.com for details.
Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Mama Rosa's brings their famous pizza buffet to you on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $12.99. Choose from a wide variety of pizza, homemade soups, and a large salad bar with their favorite potato salad, slaw, and desserts. Then come back on Friday nights for the homestyle buffet from 4:30 to 8 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays for $15. Children's buffet is only $7 each. It's where you'll find a variety of good home-cooked foods at Mama Rosa's.
All over Hoosier country.
50-yard line. He may go. Down to the 25. Down to the 15. 5. Touchdown, Indiana.
Coming off a college football playoff under Coach Kurt Signetti.
Indiana's got the football.
The Hoosiers host Michigan State. Join us live this Saturday. Our coverage begins at 2:30 right here on your home for Indiana football. The IU Sports Network from Learfield.
And melt my taste buds like old school people do. Sean.
It's not. I'll give him this. It's not a good look.
It really isn't.
It's not a good look.
What's worse, that or just having an iced coffee? That's not. I mean, do you like iced coffee?
Not really.
I don't either.
Not really.
Do you? Where are you on iced coffee? Zero. I've drank a few. I don't understand it. It's not my thing.
I don't know.
And my wife is
yes.
iced coffee.
Oh yeah.
To the hilt. Well, she's a woman. Yes. Right.
Slander.
Okay, slander.
I'm sorry,
okay.
but
Right.
I don't. Defamation.
I'm like y'all don't like the look, but you're doing it just to get the temp down a little so you can handle it. It's not like you're drinking iced coffee. But listen to what you said. You're getting the temperature down so you can handle it.
Well,
I'm the same way, but I don't put ice in. I just wait.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is what he should have done.
Right.
Especially with
the other gentleman in there
in
front of an old school guy. You're going through a construction site.
You got an old head standing right there,
right.
and you can't do that in front of him.
I wasn't crazy about the Splenda.
You know what,
No.
Rick?
I wasn't crazy about the Splenda.
That bothered me more than the ice.
Yeah.
Didn't like it.
You wait for the man to walk off.
Three Splendas?
That's crazy. 3 Splendas is crazy.
I'm saying foul. That's my vote. You have to read the room, and with the old guy standing there, you either wait till he leaves and then do it, or you just let it cool off. I'm sorry, buddy.
You're right in this circumstance, that considering where you were, the time of day, who you were in the company with. Yeah.
I'm going
Not a good look.
Yeah, so two, I will agree with the jury. It's going to be unanimous. Nobody, no man should put ice cubes in their coffee.
No.
No, and now I'm going further. A construction worker.
Yeah.
I'm going to the construction site, and I've dropped 3 Splendas and 3 ice cubes in my coffee.
See, that sounds like something Adler would make.
Oh,
you know,
defamation.
Right there it is. Yeah. I got a real problem with it,
Yeah.
and I'm going to go with the jury, and I'm going to say, Sean, this can't happen again.
No.
I'm going to find you guilty of coffee etiquette.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Mostly just because of your surroundings.
Yeah. Men don't do
You
this
might
with
pull
coffee.
that off somewhere else.
No, I'd like to see you get to the point too where you drop this Splenda thing.
Yeah.
First of all, it's not good for you.
It really isn't.
Can't be.
It can't be. And 3 of them.
Yeah.
Judge, our ruling for a jury is that Sean should not have dropped ice cubes in his coffee, especially in front of an older man, and especially going to a construction site. We'd also like to see you consider ruling against 3 Splenda as well.
Yeah.
Well, guys, quite the deposition that you've put me in here. Sometimes you have to affidavit.
Okay.
That's
Sometimes
right.
you just have to affidavit.
Right.
And so, with that in mind, I do hereby whereas with the jury of my peers. And I will rule that we're going to at least need to crank that down to 1 Splenda.
No Splendas.
You're not the judge.
But, buddy.
Are you appealing that, Speedy? Is that an
I
appeal?
thought the jury was unanimous.
That's an appeal.
We were unanimous. We asked him to consider the Splenda.
Right.
We ruled on the ice.
Yeah. I think that counts as a plaintiff, Speedy. So I'm going to go with that plaintiff. No Splenda.
Okay.
No Splenda. No ice for at least a month.
So the punishment, because now you the judge decide that he's got to drink black coffee.
Yeah.
Hot black coffee.
That's for the damages.
Right.
Okay.
And assets.
You keep banging on the thing, you're going to scare Mr. Chin.
Who is alive still?
Where is he?
He's over there.
People want to know how.
Yesterday when I was gone.
What now?
Did he die yesterday when I went?
I haven't seen Chin in days.
I haven't seen him.
I do think he's dead.
No, I fed him yesterday when I was leaving.
You ate him?
I fed him.
Oh, fed him.
I'm wearing a judge's wig, by the way, talking to y'all right
You're
now.
being serious.
Right. Really itchy.
Spin that camera around so we can see him.
All right, he's alive, y'all. All right.
He's up.
Oh, wait, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. He's over there, behind that coyote's
Why
butt.
are you hiding him?
What in the world?
Y'all remember, I moved him because he was right here, but there's all this equipment right here.
He doesn't like
I had to
this.
set up this new switcher, and I had to